What's up, people? Sports world people, how y'all doing? People all walks of life, people that are just watching to give somebody a chance to be a new sports analyst or podcast in the sports world. And thank you for all my original supporters. This is the Philly Will Spill, the Philly Will Spill podcast. This is a podcast to talk about sports and don't be controlled by the major platforms that tell you what team to talk about constantly every single day. And don't be fake when it comes to your take and doesn't care about negative things that could get said. Just say what's on your mind. This is the Philly Will Spill. Please like and subscribe to this channel. Can't make it without each and every person that watches. So please like and subscribe to this channel. Today we're going to talk about sports world, like what's going on in sports world. We're going to talk about Deon, Marcus Morris, and Anthony Richardson, Daniel Jones. Then we're going to go to the NFC South predictions and the AFC South predictions. We are almost through with these predictions. After this day, or be 2 days from now, we'll do the AFC East and the NFC East. And we're done with all 8 divisions predictions. So let's get right into it, man. So first things first, let's get into, give me 1 second, the Deon Sanders situation. So I first want to start this out by saying, give me 1 second. I want to start this out by giving the most humble but grateful applause to Deon Sanders. Deon is a big figure in the sports world. He's a great father to his kids. He's a great mentor to his college players that plays for him. He's a great mentor to other grown men and women that doesn't play for him that actually just watch Deon Sanders as a man that go about his day to day in his life. Deon Sanders shares his life with everybody for a lot of reasons. So today, if you did not know, Deon Sanders came out and said that earlier this year he was diagnosed with bladder cancer to the point where, I think still to the point where he has to put the pins on. He lost 25 pounds. He was urinating on himself. It didn't look good. He had to do a will. Snippets of that came out, and it was not looking good in the sense of what he was diagnosed with. But he came out to show everybody, number one, that you can prevail in these troubling times. Every time they say cancer, everybody just quivers. But his most important thing that resonated with me, and I'm going to keep it moving because I want to get through these 3 things real quick, is the fact that he said men, women, in our older ages, it is very prevalent and very urgent that you go see your physician and get your checkups and get your blood work so you can catch things before they get too bad. So I just want to say to Deon Sanders, thank you. That was a great press conference. Thank you. You opened my eyes up. I will be getting myself quickly to my physician to get my checkup quickly. It won't be no later than the end of August, but I will be going. And I just want to say that he did a great job. Like, a man went up there in front of millions that watched, and he had humbled himself and I wouldn't say humiliated himself, but he made himself vulnerable, and he basically exposed himself to the masses to be a messenger to tell everybody within the message that keep your faith in God and go get your annual checkups, and you can prevail in some of these health scares just as long as you do your job. So that was the message. That's the message I received, and thank God that he caught that at the hands of time and got his bladder removed, and he can still be a prevalent figure in the sports world. Next person is Marcus Morris Sr. Allegedly, Marcus Morris Sr. was arrested in Broward County for a fraud charge. And basically what they're saying is writing a check that was insufficient, this is allegedly, writing a check that was insufficient, that had insufficient funds with what he was charged with. The Broward County arrest records show that the case was related to an issue in another state, and he will be held in jail without bond. So you gotta get indicted and I guess go to whatever state that he had that charge in. So the word is crazy. Marcus Morris' twin brother, who also played in the NBA, wrote this situation on his post social media. He said, The word is crazy. Damn, for the amount of money they'll embarrass you in the airport with your family. Markeith Morris wrote on X later Sunday, they got y'all really thinking bro did some fraud shit. They could have came to the crib for all of that. When y'all hear the real story on this shit, man, all I can say is lesson learned. Bro will tell y'all tomorrow, this weird shit gave me a headache, can't stop nothing. It's nothing, Marcus Morris. First time in trouble with the law. So right now, I don't know what the extent is. I just know they're saying it's fraud for a check that was written with insufficient funds. I believe it's in a casino in another state. Marcus Morris has never been in the public for anything negative. I do like both of them on First Take. I hope this doesn't impact his career or his bag, because I do like the way they give good takes. And I hope they start a podcast together. If they don't have one already, I need to look it up, because I do like the way they approach the game. They're not extra violent like All the Smoke, my man. He's extra vulgar, extra aggressive, but at the same time, they take a good stance and they have good intellect on the game, especially in the game of basketball. So hope Marcus Morris come through and prevail, take care of the situation, and move on. Next situation is Anthony Richardson and Daniel Jones. Anthony Richardson and Daniel Jones is stating that both failing flat in the Colts battle. So basically they're neck and neck. Although Anthony Richardson has the talent, he's looking good. Daniel Jones has an edge on the returning Anthony Richardson, but it appears that he did have an edge, but it appears now that's no longer the case. Reports out of the Colts training camp suggest that Jones has not played well. One would assume that if Jones had been bad during training camp, Richardson would have surpassed him, but that hasn't happened either. Instead, it appears that the Colts are in limbo with the two underperforming signal callers. Now, I'm covering the AFC South, and that's going to go into my take when I give y'all what their predictions is, but it's not looking good for you Colts fans, where Anthony Richardson, he has the talent and the biggest upside, but Daniel Jones has the most experience and has the upside in that, but they both can't win right now, so it's just like it's crazy. But we'll see what happens between those. Anthony Richardson should do good, but I think Daniel's going to start over him because Anthony Richardson didn't play a lot of games in college. He didn't play a lot of games in college. So without being said, let's keep it going to the my next topic. Topic number 2, I just want to cover what's going on with the sports figures in the world. Let's go to my predictions for the NFC South. We're going to start off with the Carolina Panthers. I have the Carolina Panthers slated really to go. I think I had them 8-9. 8-9 is what I have them. So the Carolina Panthers starting lineup is Bryce Young, Chuba Hubbard, a wide receiver named Tutorial McMillan, Adam Thielen still there, Xavier Legette still there, tight end Tommy Tribble, Hunter Renfrow, and Jimmy Horn are on the second and third string for wide receivers. Defense is all right, so still need to build upon their defense. Their offense is basically basic. Bryce Young, if he comes out and do what he did in the latter part of the season last year, they will be all right, but I really have them slated to be, make sure I got my predictions right. I have them slated to be, tablet is acting like a tablet. I have them slated to be 8-9. Let's go to the Saints. I have the Saints with the same prediction. I have them to be 8-9 as well. The Saints start lineup is not that great. They still got a quarterback. They got Tyler Stroff, I think that's drafted, but Spencer Rattler and whoever Jake Hurd is the second and third string. Alvin Kamara, I don't know how much trade he got on the tires. Chris Olave is a wide receiver with Rashid Shaheed and Brandon Cooks. I do think that wide receiver lineup is a good lineup. They just got to stay healthy. They didn't stay healthy last year. Juwan Johnson is still the tight end. So they got a basic offense. And then on defense, it's relatively all right. That's really the middle of the bottom end of the pack. So I really got them 8-9. I really think they need to get probably another running back, wide receiver on offense, and they need to get heavy on defense right now in this next offseason, as you got a rookie starting as a quarterback. We don't know what he's going to do. So that's what I think they do. Beef up the defense, acquire a couple of pieces on offense, and I think they'll be able to start moving forward. But right now, they're still in like a pause state of mind. They're in a pause state of mind. Carolina's taking a step forward. Saints are in a pause state of mind. So that's why I'm giving them both 8 and 9. All right, going to the Buccaneers. The Buccaneers, I have them slated to be, I think I have them slated to win 10 games. They're going to win, I have them 10 and 7. Buccaneers always somehow know how to pull it out. You know what I'm saying? They know how to grind tough games out. Games you think they're supposed to lose, they don't lose. Mike Evans always got 1,000 yards every season. Like they know how to tough it out. And Bucky Irvin going to be a force to be reckoned with this year as a running back. I think he was trying to get himself acclimated to the NFL speed and the NFL schemes, but now I think he's going to be a real good running back this year in his second season. So I got the Buccaneers slated to win 10 games. 10 games. Now, I don't have them slated to win the division. I have the Atlanta Falcons slated to win that division. Okay, so you got Drake London. You got Bijan Robinson. You got Michael Penix Jr., now a mobile quarterback that can take off. He is an accurate quarterback. In Washington, he was very accurate. He can read the pocket. So I got Michael Penix Jr. to be good. If you want to take a fantasy pick, you want to get somebody in that 6 to 8 round, Michael Penix Jr., which will be somewhere between the 5th and 10th round. I will pick him in fantasy because he's going to do good numbers in the Falcons, especially when he plays the division foes. So I got them going 11-5, and they're going to win the division. So then it's one of those things where they're going to win the division, but people are not going to be wild about it, but they're going to win the division. So that is my NFC South. AFC South, I have the Tennessee Titans 8 and 9. Cameron Ward is there. He did good in his collegiate career, really the last year. But Tennessee still need to put some work in to build around him, and we are yet to be determined what is his progression. Is he going to progress like Texans quarterback C.J. Stroud, or even impeccable like Washington quarterback, Washington Commanders quarterback? I don't know why I get his name, Daniels, or is he going to progress slow like Anthony Richardson? Is he going to progress slow like let's see who I want to see what rookie quarterback progressed kind of slow. I don't know. I would just say Anthony Richardson for right now. Like, you know, I don't know what he's going to be. I do think he has all of the intangibles to be a good quarterback. He know how to read the pocket. He can make tough throws, intermediate, small, and deep throws. I do think his pre-snap reading is good, and he know how to shuffle that line. I do think he's the quarterback's quarterback. I do think he looked to pass before he looked to run. I just need to see him before I can rate them up. So even giving them 8 wins, the Titans 8 wins, that's a good thing for Cam Ward in his first season. That means he's going to have upside. So I get him 8 and 9. The Colts, I just talked about Daniel Jones, and I talked about Anthony Richardson. I just think it's going to be one of them seasons where you better get training camp right. And you better get it right to where you say, this is my quarterback, and you stick with him. Do not come to the last end of training camp, to the last couple end of the preseason game, and you still salivating on what quarterback you got. Because everybody know the rule when it comes to quarterback. If you got 2 quarterbacks, 3 quarterbacks, 4 quarterbacks, you have no quarterback. And all you're going to do is create chemistry problems with wide receivers and running backs and offensive lines with quarterbacks that keep flip-flopping. So what I'm saying is get the quarterback selection right, Tennessee. Colts, get it right, because it's going to impact. You're running back in the back, Jonathan Taylor is going to impact Michael Pittman Jr. It's going to impact a lot of people, man. So get it right. I'm giving them 9 and 8. They should be able to go 9 and 8. They could sneak 10 wins in, but I'm going to give them 9 and 8. All right. Jacksonville Jaguars is basically all on. And give me 1 second. I got them winning 10 games. I got the Jacksonville Jaguars winning 10 games. Give me 1 second, because I want to go through their depth chart real quick. Let's go through their depth chart real quick. All right. The depth chart is as follows. Trevor Lawrence, Travis Etienne Jr., Brian Thomas Jr., Travis Hunter, Daime Brown is your wide receivers and your running back, with Tank Bigsby backing up Travis Etienne Jr. and Tank a dog too. On defense, it's all right defense, but you have enough to win 10 games. This year right here, is going to be the Trevor Lawrence make or break. Trevor Lawrence, you better do something this year. You already know the weight of the world's on your shoulders, with the weight of the state of Florida's on your shoulders in regards to Jacksonville. You better put on for Duval because they gave you what you need. Not only do you have Brian Thomas Jr., who was a dog last year throughout all y'all injuries that was plaguing the offense. Now you got Travis Hunter opposite of him. And you got Dime Brown. And watch out as I tell y'all, although they might not play Travis Hunter on both sides of the ball, like 50-50, in the fourth quarter, if it's down 1 or 2 scores, watch Travis Hunter go on the other side of the ball and play cornerback. Mark my word. So, Trevor Lawrence, that's it right here, man. We ain't buying it no more. We ain't buying it. All them stupid interceptions, all them bonehead throws, we not buying it no more. Throw the ball the correct way. So I got the win. They'll be 10-7. Going to the last team, which is the Texans. I have the Texans slated to win 12 games. They'll be 12-5. They got some good pieces on defense. Offense is really still the same, but C.J. Stroud is that guy. He's going to win that division. He's probably going to beat all them teams twice. He might lose to one of them teams. And if I had to pick who he would lose to, it probably would be the Jags. Jags and the Texans are going to be the fight for that division. So, but overall, D'Amico, CJ, Nikos, they got what it takes. Mixon, they got what it takes to win that division again. So I'm giving it to the Texans, but I'm letting the Texans know you need to do something with it this year. Don't get put out in the first round because I think the Jags, if Trevor's going to play somewhat good, they can catch up this year, but they damn sure going to catch up next year if Trevor Lawrence play good. And I think the Colts, the Colts are one step to be ahead as long as they can find out who gonna be their quarterback, and then Tennessee can start catching up, especially when it comes to getting defense to negate your offense, Texas. So Texas, this got to be that year. This got to be that second round of the playoff year, or if you can get to the AFC Championship, but you definitely need to get to the second round. So I got them winning 12-5. Those are my predictions. That is my spiel for the day. And like I say all the time, I'm Philly Will all day, every day, and twice on Sundays. And I'm out.